Yeah, guys. Yeah, as we all know, I don't think this is a news for anybody. Rema dropped, second album, sophomore album, and there have been a lot of reactions, mixed reactions. Some people say, and but the thing is that most of the reactions that none of it has been on the fence. Like some people say it is good, some people say it's bad. Like most people is either they say it is very good or they say it is rubbish, nonsense, whatever. And I also have my own thought about it, which I think I'll put at the end of this video. So you can go and check out that video. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of things. But even though even no matter how I feel about the song, or no matter how anybody felt about the song, what has been a constant thing is why is he doing something like this? Why is he doing something different? Why is he a lot of whys? So guys, let us hear from the horse's mouth himself, and let us see if some of our questions will be answered by some of what we're thinking when we're hearing the album. So this is a recent interview that Rema did, and where he talked about the album and everything. So guys, let's jump to reaction. Let's
Different intervals that I'm gonna drop my different albums. I feel like this one is more raw.
Yeah.
It's more raw. It's more local. It's like a reset, taking Afrobeat back to what it was from the.
Yeah, it's more raw, it's more local, yeah. But it is set taking Afrobeat to what it was once was. Maybe. But, okay. Okay. Let's
Beats to
continue.
the lamba, to the
Okay.
vibe, the flow, simplicity, even in the mixing, the dirtiness,
That's true. Simplicity, yeah. Except maybe from the track of Now I Know, or that song, and maybe Villain, because I love Villain so much. That's my favorite song, actually. So, but apart from that, yeah, I think others have been simply the hooks, the chorus, Ozeba, Ozeba, Oze, Ibiya, yo, Ibiya. Yeah, the simplicity is there, yeah.
Yeah, you wanted something which was more maybe
raw,
raw, yeah.
and organic, because I feel like with the success that has, come to Afrobeats, I feel like it's slowly changing our perception of the sound. I know, not to shade anyone, but everyone is, chasing something that the whole world can enjoy, in as much as they are doing what they love. But I feel like with the success that has come, I feel like we're listening to the voices of the world too much, and we gotta listen.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think what he's saying here is actually true, in as much as yeah, we have been having different kind of what is raining kind of that has entered into Afrobeat, and a very good example is amapiano. Like they have amapiano a lot of things, and it was a kind of like, oh, thank God we are hearing something fresh. I was telling one of my guys that thank God, because this album gave us something fresh. Yeah, it gave us, when you're talking about a little bit um organic, I can really understand, because if you look at the Moit records, the P squares, and they were heavy drums and so, which yeah, I can understand. Yeah. So I kind of get what he's saying. Okay.
Listen to the voices back home to just keep our roots. Our roots is very important. Afrobeat for what it is very important.
And yeah, this album was a very local album, in as much as it spoke a lot of pidgin, spoke a lot of Yoruba, yeah, and even Uzeba, I got to know some other days ago that was actually a Benin word for problem and wahala. So a lot of slangs, a lot of things like that. So yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like this project is helping me bring back that essence, bring back that energy, and place a reminder, not just for the fans but for the creators. It's also quite difficult because like it's a reset to the fan base ears. It might not be my music, it might just be
Reset, reset, yes, reset. Amapiano, one is Amapiano, one is all those Yankee kind of vibe, like American kind of vibe that they have now, most people have leaned into, which is like, please give us something more, something else. Do you get? Which Rema has done. And that's the part of the reason why that I was very super excited listening to the album, because, and like you said, no shade to anyone. Look at someone like Whiskey now. I can't remember the last time he has given us something like Ojo Elegba, and he has something like that. And I understand that okay, maybe it's evolving, but we can't also say that he's not singing more to please the West. Let us be true to ourselves. He's more singing to please the West. That's the way I see it. And amapiano too has taken over, and everybody's just singing amapiano, amapiano. Yeah, it's true.
what they have been digesting for a long time.
Yeah.
So they might put the blame on my music. Like, what song? What kind of song is this? Why are you doing this now? Oh, I feel like I've heard something like this in 2015. But yeah, but it might not just be me. It might just be what you have been fed with over time. So, get used to it.
When you say get
It might not just be me, it might be what you have been fed it over time. Yes, we have been fed amapiano so much, and this is not as sly as amapiano. Amapiano is great, amapiano is good. But we won't want to listen to amapiano. Let's go and listen to amapiano in South Africa. Like, they still make the best amapiano, obviously, it's their sound. So let us go there and listen to it. But yeah, when we are doing Afrobeat, listen to Nigerian song. Let us listen to our own type shit. Do you get that? That's it. And like you said, it may not be obviously the fault of what I've been listening to. I'm a piano and even all those kind of melodious singing to the West kind of song. Like, let us hear and that thing Bedu vibes and stuff like that. Everybody is now almost tuning their song more to the West, which please let us let's continue, Sha.
getting to
And like you said, get used to it. So if you're a Rema eater, just it's not hard. A lot of artists there, a lot of go and listen to something else. You don't have to see, sometimes you don't have to hate. Something I don't like, I don't even bother listening to it or watching it or whatever. I will just avoid myself from it. Because there are a lot of things you can do. There are a lot of get used to it. And if you cannot get used to it, don't engage it. It's not by force. But I'm loving it.
what Afrobeats originally is. Did you listen to a lot of like old albums, of course, because you had many and great Afrobeat artists, of
Yeah.
course, Fela Kuti
Yeah.
and legends like that.
Yeah.
Did you listen to these guys, to these people, to create this new music, this new body of work?
I had to go back, you know. I feel like mostly I took a lot of inspiration from Mohit, because the first 4 seconds when a Mohit song coming, you already know it's a Mohit song. Don
Yeah.
Jazzy,
Yeah, like that Ozeba, which sound again? They had even Azama, Ozeba, Azama, even Yayo, maybe. Most of them have that heavy beat of like them. It's Don Jazzy going crazy with the beat. Yeah.
he just go crazy on the beats, you know. Yeah, the times where Olamide used to drop, crazy hits as well. Like he still drops crazy hits, but like at the time when an Olamide
At the time where Olamide used to drop crazy hits, he still drop crazy hits. Like he quickly corrected himself. But this is part of what I'm saying. Like even and this is not the shade to Olamide or whatever. I'm a very big Olamide fan. I've listened to his album 1 million times. My best song out of it is still Metaverse. Why? Because he gave us the kind of old Olamide vibe that Rema is talking about. And when I also listen to Olamide album, it also gave me a little bit of what he said, a little bit of reset of how Afrobeat was back in the days. Especially that was in Metaverse and even Synchro System or something like that. The one he sang with Young John and Yagi, I've forgotten his name, Likesh. So that is the Afrobeat vibe. That's the Afrobeat vibe. And like he said, like he's trying to say to Olamide to kind of even in the album, he has been tuning a little bit even over the years, even before this album. Apart from the two songs I said, he has been tuning more into the Western vibe. His rap and being more and more melodic instead of that raw Olamide, voice of the street kind of, melodic and to the Western vibe. Yeah, which I understand, I get. You want to sell market to over there, but also give us something to that's why I like Olamide, kind of balance this in this his new project, which is nice. Okay.
this song comes on, you still know it's P Square, Two Face or Timaya, There used to be times where the beats just
And the way that you and do that, you uku. And when you say to Maya, what came into my friend, and the way that you and do that, uku, pana, 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 pana. Yeah, pana, pana.
amapiano is great. Amapiano is fire, but there used to be a time where Afrobeats like production used to be so insane that nothing can survive in the club in Africa. You gotta you gotta play that Afrobeat, you know. But I'm not saying we lost that, but I'm just saying that we need more of that. I don't really want us to go too far off away from that.
Yeah.
We need that to continue. Yeah.
And especially in a time where, you know, a lot of people are talking about Afrobeats being maybe the number one genre in the world right now, actually, because it's listened by everyone and it has a great influence on people. Do you feel a responsibility, like someone like you has to take it back to the roots, maybe?
Yeah, since day one, I felt chosen. I felt like, yes, there's definitely a role to play.
Divine Afrobeat Prince, talk yo.
And it's quite good seeing someone with this high level of success. It's easy to just continue, you know. I have songs in.
You could do another calm down or
you know. I have songs to continue evolving Afrobeats in this wavy path and this globalization path. But I feel like I'm going to be in the game for a long time, right? But that essence of where I'm from, I don't want that to change. You know, like my boys would tell me, no go over Yankee. Over Yankee means don't when you leave Nigeria, don't over digest what's.
Yeah, don't over westernize the music. That's just the simple interpretation. Don't over westernize the music
out here, because that's not what started your hunger. That's not what builds your perception of sound. That's not what like blew you up to be out here, you know, living a life, chilling, you know.
Whiskey, you are forgetting the Olu Elegba. This is just, don't forget the Oju Elegba. Whiskey. Don't forget the Oju Elegba, please.
You know, enjoying the fanciness of fame, you know. If you're over Yankee, you go forget a lot of things, you understand?
Okay.
So, you know, being someone that has been on crazy stages, the Ballon d'Or, I've been on insane stages,
I was there.
right?
I saw you at the Ballon d'Or. I was in the crowd.
But seeing that person still respect the rawness, the richness in being local, and not caring about the rest of the world's perception, or not trying to please nobody, you know, having to drag the world back to the roots. This is how it all began, you know. Yes, kudos to the high levels of lyricism and, you know, the evolvement of Afrobeats and all of that. But I won't lie, in the past 15 years, Afrobeats was really built on heavy vibes, you know, heavy vibes. People were happy making music. It didn't sound like it didn't sound like 10 songwriters were in the studio doing that stuff. It's like it was just happy music. We loved it first before the rest of the world started enjoying it. But these days the table's turning somehow. It's like we lean into the rest of the world, and then
We are more pleasing to the Western world than even our own people, our vibes. Very, very, very true.
Before Africa catch up. But no, I'm keeping it raw, I'm keeping it organic, and it's up to the rest of the world to catch up, because I'm not trying to please nobody.
Interesting.
Talk that thing.
We're talking about Afrobeats, but you're also praising Afro Rave. Can you explain a little bit what is it?
You know, I always stood by my sound, because I'm someone that has been criticized a lot.
Yeah, especially when you arrived at the beginning.
From the beginning, and then I understood what hate means. Like, and people don't know, you're just like, what the, you know? Until this day, I face it, you know? Everybody's label whatever I do to something that they close, that's like a close, that they have a close understanding to. You hear my sound, say, oh, you're Indian. Oh, I do this. They say, oh, yeah, you're acting like this person. Oh, I do this. And I say, you're.
Rema hears it and sees it all. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay.
They never just say, Rema, just take this one.
Yeah.
Just take this one. You're this. Now they always want to label it to something, but it's understandable. It happens, right?
Yeah.
But for sound wise, I wanted to stand behind something that they criticized. I wanted to build on that thing that they criticized. I had to brand it.
He said he wants to build on what they criticize, so he's like our Ronaldo. The eight is giving him more energy. So guys, keep eating. Keep eating. You guys that are eating, keep eating on him. It's making him more stronger. Okay.
I had to name it, I feel like if I just keep going back and forth with people, it will not have enough essence as much as I want it to have. So when I label it in one word, instead of just shouting my sound, it's like, what sound?
Yeah.
I just had to label it, right? And I always gave my biggest kudos to.
So the thing is, Afro Rave is not that deep like that. It's not really. It's just labeling the sound that's calling it Afro Wave, Afro Rave, but everything is still under Afro Beats, and even the Afro, what's the name, Rave that's calling it is kind of a fusion of Afrobeat sound and drums with other genres of music. Like that, he is a prime example of what we call Afro Rave, which is a blend of Afrobeat sound and everything with a all those Middle Eastern kind of vibe.
Afrobeats, but still,
But everything is still under the big bracket of Afrobeats and let's say Afrofusion in a way.
Afrobeats is the mother tree. Everybody got their sound. Great. And some people choose to label that sound. Great. Some people didn't choose to label that sound. Just like we do Afrobeats and that's it. I do Afrobeats, right? But my sound within Afrobeats, I label as Afro Rave.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so guys, you have heard from the horse's mouth himself. I don't think I have to say anything again. I've heard from the horse's mouth and I've heard my thought and my reactions too. So yeah, you can check out the full video. The full video is on YouTube. You can go check out the full video and get the full essence of. I think other part are just when I was talking about different other things, but this was the part that actually talked about the album itself. So, but you can check it out to get other things and yeah. Like this video, share with your friends. If you are new here, please subscribe and go and check out my reactions to the some of the songs on the album and my review and everything. I'll put my review and one songs too at the end. From there, you can follow up. Yeah. So, like I said, if you are new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.